first of all, I'm going to flip over my watercolor, put number 1 paper on there so I know. And I'm going to have the rougher side with the tooth up. So then I could just play now and have a little bit of fun with that. So I'm going to take some stencils and play, have lots of fun. I have my homemade sprays, and I'm going to do this one blue and maybe teal. So we're going to have that fun right there. And you can add other colors to it, but just have your primary color that you want to be showing. So if it's blue, I want to have a lot of blue in it. And I can have little black speckles or whatever. But that's the whole idea for this, is to have, usually when you do this project, like where I got the inspiration, they just use solid bright colors, but I want to make my own mixed media colors and on paper and bring it out and have my own, really invent my own piece. So getting my stencils. Heat me up coffee, please.
You want to say hi?
So this is the stencils I have. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use this big one here. I don't know. We'll see. It's like crazy. Like they're not gonna see a whole lot of stencils, but I'm gonna have fun playing with it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to throw, this whole paper is going to be used. So we've got to cover this whole paper because I'm not sure where everything is. So let's just throw our stencils down and have some fun with this. And play and spray and move them around to where we want after and that kind of thing. So I'm going to use my blue, and I have paper towels down because I'm not going to be just like doing where I'm saving the stencils today, unless I just flip them onto here on itself. That's all I'm going to do. If you know what I mean, I have layers, a few layers of paper towel to the side here. Then I'm just going to put them on, and then if I decide, I'm going to have them all up so I can flip them over to itself. But I'm just going to play with that, and then like I said, I could flip it over to itself now, but I'm not going to save these. I just don't have. I want to play here, and I don't really want to take the time to get more paper out, to use more paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my roller and just going to flip around and play with it and see what I can get. With this. When you do the next colors, you might want to wipe the the watercolor off, or the food coloring spray off, because then you're going to be getting, but I mean, it's okay to get a little bit of other colors as long as your primary color is the one that you want to show. So for example, I could dry this a bit and then throw in a little bit of red. I dried it a bit, and I'm going to throw in a few colors here and there of yellow. But like I said, I want the primary color to be the green, blue. So I'm going to throw more stencils on and see what we can do with that, and then kind of go over it. I'm going to use my teal this time. Let's see what I could do. What else do I have for stencils? Just have fun with your stencils. And then that's kind of just it. I'm gonna have fun with this and see what I can do. Make the color pop. You can put shimmer in them. It's just a play, really, and then you can have great stuff later here. Great stuff. See, I'm kind of just throwing it, flipping it over and throwing it here. And like I said, having my primary color, the blue, the green, now it's looking nice. And I'm way high up, I know, guys. For this video, I am high up. But you can dry it all up. You can do some coloring on it too, and that kind of thing. Go over it with whatever. So I've got some shadow happening here. I'm going to dry this up now, guys, but look at this. Is it pretty? Some nice color happening in there. And you can add a little bit of other colors. So I'm going to maybe mix a teeny bit of something else while it's wet. But I don't want too much. My primary color's got to be the blue. And or the what I really want to show. So, but I don't want to like, I just want to get it really cool. I got it really to the point where I lick it, and really I put my blue here. And I'm going to probably, I just misplaced my blue. Probably just do a few pieces here and there that I want darker. And I just want to make sure I get it all good. And isn't that looking nice? And then I think I'm going to doodle on it with some crayon or pencil crayon. Or you can do, hey, maybe I'll do pastel or whatever I want on there. So I can do anything, but I want to keep in the blues. And like I said, I did add a few other colors, but that was just to add a little interest to it. I'm hoping that the blues really pop out. And that is that blue layer. That is it. If you guys all recall, I got this wonderful oil pastels in Happy Mail, and I got 3 blues in there, even some blue-green, like, what's this called? Robin's egg. I bet you it's kind of what would they call it? I don't know. Sea green. It's sea green, but it looks bluey to me, so I might use it on here. But I'm going to use these pastels on here, and I'm just going to make it more blue. So I'm just going to go around and doodle and have fun with it, really. I've never really done this before, so it's crazy, but I'm really looking forward to the end result, and I'm hoping it's going to look as wonderful as my mind is. It's in my mind. And so I'm hoping. So we don't know what we're going to see, because when we cut the pattern, we just don't know what we're going to see. But we're going to have some great pieces of scraps left over as well that we can do something else with. And I thought, what a great way to do this kind of art with your own designed arted paper, really. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to just do some scribbling around here. So I don't know what's going to be seen, but I'm not sure. But I'm going to try to get more blue. So I'm just trying to think of some ideas, like what you can do. You can probably use a stencil and go over it in crayon. This is a darker blue now, so yeah, I'm just kind of going in little circles and whatever, scribbles. I'm hoping it's going to look really cool in the piece, so we'll see. I've never done anything quite so crazy, I don't think. So that is, now we have the food coloring, the oil pastel. I think that's pretty cool. I'm going to use some of the sea breeze green and get it in some of these places here. Just to try to get some of that white paper covered. it's kind of bluey green, so I was using other colors in there too. But like I said, I didn't want too much of other colors. Well, hopefully it's the other colors help it, not take away from what my idea was. Just gonna keep going and scribbling, and I think I'm gonna even splatter some Mister's blue on there, something like that, just to get that in there. Interesting. I do have some Misters, and I'm just gonna splatter some of that on there. We don't know what's gonna show through, what part's gonna be cut. But it should look cool. And then I'm going to probably even do some teal. I'm not sure how much different it looks, but it's there. I might even get a little color of that popping out somewhere. It's going to be really awesome. And like I said, it's just a mystery where it's going to be. There we go. I started drawing it, and then I'm like, oh, I wonder if I roll over it, what's going to look like. So I did a roll over it a bit, and I like the way it looks. The color pops out a bit more. So I did start drying it, so the blocks were a bit dry. But isn't that cool? So layers and layers of blue. I really like it. I'm pleased with what I got so far. So I don't know, like, if I want to add more blue or not. I'm just going to play, see how much more I can get out of it. I don't know if I can. Just a couple more squirts here and there. No, not much more I can get out of that for making it more blue for this. But I am very pleased with it. So I'm going to continue drying it now, and that'll be my first #1 paper. You think I could stop? No, I found my metallic lusters in Cosmo Blue or Cosmic Blue, and I think I'm just going to add that around. I have to add a little bit of shimmer to it. So I'm just going to go around and do that wherever I can. Yeah, I love that. A little bit. And yeah, just spread that where I can. And that is so pretty. I know I'm far away, guys, but like I said before, it's I want you to see the whole page here, what I'm doing. So it's another blue. Love it. I'm like, there's got to be something else I could do. I could have just, like I said, grabbed blue paper and, you know, but I really wanted to make my own design. I know a lot of it's going to be covered, but it's still fun doing it, and so it's going to be worth it. It's going to be layers. I know they're there, and like I said, fun doing it. I'm really loving this stencil with this. All the stencils I used are DecoArts stencils I used today. And let's see here. I really got a lot of nice sparkle to that. So I'm liking it more and more. I I know it's going to be a shame to cover up all this beauty, but it's fun making it. So now what I'm going to do is I got a little bit of glycerin water in here. I'm going to test it and spray it on the side here, see if I can lift any color off of with my shimmer, because I know when you wet these, they work really well too. I've been testing them. I'm going to throw some water and glycerin on there, flip it over. Let's see what we can pull off, if we can pull off some of that out of the off the stencil. That would be really cool. And I did. Look at that. Can you see that? I just threw water and glycerin on it. That's what I used. I'm going to do it again. See if I get more. I did it again. I'm going to go over here. See if I can get more off. Using these stencils, wasting so much of that beautiful metallic luster, and then this is a good way to pull it off again. Yes, look at that. It's come off a lot more. And if you see, this is the outer. And that's by putting the water on there, and the water and glycerin. The glycerin probably helps. I don't know if it helps, but I do put glycerin in my water because I use it a lot. But try it again for the third time. Right here. And I'm putting a lot of pressure on it in my roller. And even though a third time it's come off again right in here, you can see the outer edge. This is what I did to get all that blue in there, these full ones, and this is the outer edge. First time, second time, a third time. So that works really good. Gonna go one more time. And see, I put some water and glycerin on it again. It's not damaging my project, so let's keep going. And it worked even the fourth time. Now look how clean that is compared to when I first showed you guys. Isn't that great? All that lusters can come off and be lustery again. Let's see if there's any more. Look at all that. Look at all the lusters that's coming off. Metallic lusters. Just to show you guys that I'm keep going over and over it. Now I'm not even wetting it anymore. Isn't that great? So you can do that. Just wet it. I used glycerin and water. I don't know if it'll work with just water, probably. But give it a try, guys. All you can do is try. So now I'm going to dry this. Green is in my pink one. Or, yeah, so I'm going to put G for green. I guess I didn't mark that one up. So I've got green here. Homemade green. I got yellow. I'm going to put a little bit of yellow down as a background color. I'm going to have to probably make more yellow if I keep this up. But I really want green to be different than the blue, so I got to really punch it up a bit. And I didn't use these stencils in my last one, so let's throw these in there. And keep throwing some stuff in here, guys. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep throwing some stuff in here. Let's see how many other stencils I have. I have tons and tons, and I'm kind of keeping to the same ones. Let's see, green. Let's get this baby green. This is food coloring and water. So, just to let you know, I have my pastels. I'll have to move over to next. Out of my way, out of my way. Gotta stop being such a messy crafter. So I have my little pads here, to papers to test my colors on. And then I gotta move these out of the way, and then I'm just throwing them on, but I'm keeping them up because I can flop them onto themselves, right? So I could flop into different spots. So keeping them up for now. I'm not too worried. So looking good, looking good. Look at that. I got some green happening. Could dry it for a few seconds here. Just flipping these back over onto themselves. Right where I had them before, kind of, but and this one, of course, is the one that was there. So I'm just gonna go like this and go over. So I flipped it onto itself and added more color. And before I did come back on to start more project, another color, I did wash my hands because, well, I thought I was going to go into the next color, be pink, but it makes sense to kind of keep it in a rainbowy matter. So that's what I'm trying to do. So now I'm going to go with my little bit of my teal here, guys. This is homemade one as well. It's just in a different bottle. And it is my teal. Messy, messy, messy. But I'm trying to get more teal around everywhere, more than I'm worried about how messy it looks at the moment. Drying this off. Just trying to get more green happening. It's crazy. I'm going to grab my orange and be really spontaneous here in a couple of spots. It's not going to be too crazy. It's not going to pull too much weight of the green, I don't think. Just do something a little different. There we go. And now I'm just going to add my splatter, my teal. While it's wet here, why not? Oh, look at that. It's getting into stuff. Another look. That's all lovely. I'm trying to get a little fast here, guys. I know there's a lot of video for you guys to go through, so I'll probably be editing a lot. I wish I could show you more and more and more that I do. It gets hard when you guys have, you know, who wants to sit there and watch a video forever. Okay, this is my thing. I'm going to now dry it up and put some more green metallic. Ooh, creamy. Very creamy. It's got my metallic lustrous green. It is eggplant. Elegant emerald. Wow, I can't read. Eggplant. Elegant emerald, and I'm trying to, this might be not a great I'm gonna wet a brush, play with my green a little here, and make a little bit of a wash. So what I did was I wet my brush a bit, dabbed it in here, made a bit of a wash on the lid, and with my metallic luster green, because I was gonna spread it with my fingers, but don't know, decided not quite. And now I'm really over wetting it, but it's okay. I just want to get it on there, get more green. I'm going to decide to use this kind of psychedelic splattery stencil. I thought it was really cool. And there we go. Do something different, right? There we go. That is that. Roll that off and see what comes out of it. My doggy's barking. What else is new? So I'm just going to move it down here and get some of that psychedelic funky green down here. It's actually working really good. This is like really working good, like a watercolor. And it's got the lusters in it, so it's really cool, guys. Just wet it a little bit, put a little bit somewhere, wet it a little bit. You've got yourself some really happening. Metallic lusters, watery colory form. There we go for that one. So now I got more green and I'm happy with that. Just going over with my oil pastel. I did a few circles at the side. This time I want to kind of do some scratches, whatever it picks up. I did the lusters over top of the other oil pastel, but doesn't matter what I do. I'm just getting it nice and green, and some little pieces of something's going to show through. So let's see, I got another green, a very dark one. We'll see what comes through on this, guys. Should be pretty interesting. Right, you can do whatever you want. And that sea green again. Don't know if I need it. It's just get, oh look, it just kind of goes over some of the dark. Looks cool. Now green is done. Now look at the difference between the blue and green. Big difference on camera. No, I look at my thing, but in person, big difference. So it's gonna look cool. That is terrible difference on camera, but it is a real big difference for me. This is very, very green. This is very, very blue. So next color will these are my 7 layers. So this is my first or my last one, and I numbered them on the back. So this is number 7. So I numbered them on the back. So I'm putting them backwards. So this is 7. This is my next layer. 6. So I'm hoping that this works out. It's my kind of purple layer. And this one is red. And it's really bright. So I'm hoping it looks good. This one is my orange. And my orange and my yellow. So I did lots of stuff for that. This is my yellow layer. So my green layer, my blue layer. So I did all of my layers. There. So now I'm going to put them down. So I'm going to put number 1 down first on the side, and then I'm going to put number 2 over top of that. So here's number 2, and then number 3. So I'm going to keep them in order as I cut them. Number 4, number 5, number 6, and number 7. Now I'm hoping that this works out. I didn't do a pre-trial of this, so the number 7. So that is all of my colors. So we're going to start cutting in them.